Good evening, y'all out there. We see you, viewers. We see y'all out there. Good evening, and welcome to a Say It Sis Inc. production. My name is Santana Nicole,
And I am Rebecca Faith.
and we are the founders of Say It Sis Incorporation. Absolutely. So, welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Like we said, that's Santana. I'm Rebecca. This is our first show of 2022. So we are super excited about our guests and about the content that we're going to be putting out tonight. So we just want to explain that Say It Sis Inc. is a community designed to empower, embolden, and encourage women of color to be their most beautiful self, to be loved, and to be heard while doing all of those things.
Absolutely. So Becky's absolutely right. We want you to be hashtag unapologetically you, hashtag bold, hashtag everything that is you. And speaking of hashtags, all our viewers, stop what you're doing. Go ahead, share what we're doing. Love, like, share. Let's give us some hearts out there. Make sure that you put that here in the comments as we're talking. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied, y'all. As we're talking, make sure that you comment below. Make sure that you love, like, share, follow. And those of you who haven't subscribed to our website, make sure that you do that. All right, babe, let's look because we got some people in the comments. Let's go ahead and check and see who we got, right? Hey, Miss Parker Taylor. She said, hey, beautiful ladies. Hey, sis, how you doing? All right, and we have Miss K. Keynes. Hey, ladies, greetings to you. Greetings to you. Okay, we got Charmaine. All right, Charmaine, welcome. All right. We got some people saying they love the shirts. We're going to tell you how you can get one of these. We're going to tell you how we can get one of these so y'all can support a young sister. All right. And the comments, I thank you again. Can we buy them? Oh, we're gonna tell you who to go to buy them, okay? All right, absolutely. And then we got so many people saying, Becky, hey ladies. Beck, say hey to some of the ladies.
Hey y'all, I'm so glad everybody is joining us tonight. We see you viewers and we are just so excited to have you all. So thank you all so much. Keep showing love, keep showing that support, and make sure that you like, love, share, subscribe to all our pages. Our information is right there on that tickler below. And hey, call all your friends and tell them to go ahead and log on. Watch us on Facebook Live right now or on our YouTube.
Absolutely. Tell all your friends to come on. Like Becky said, all the info is at the bottom of the screen. So make sure that you do that. Again, what we do here is we empower, embolden, and encourage women of color to be everything that they are, magical, fantastical, right? Like the new Encanto video says, movie says.
Yes.
Magical and fantastical. So with that being said, Becky, go ahead. Let's talk about tonight's show.
Tonight's show is going to be awesome. This topic is so under discussed. We don't talk about it enough, and it's very much so needed. So tonight we are going to be talking about women in self-defense, and we could not be more excited.
Right. Like when I think about self-defense and when I do think about it, I'm always thinking about it in the mental, you know what I mean? Or the spiritual type defense, not necessarily in the like survival, like I might have to kick you in your throat type kind of thing, right? I mean, because we always kind of stay on that mental and consciously or subconsciously that mental or that spiritual defense. I mean, and then, for people who like myself who deal with things like PTSD, I'm often in a heightened scenario of, feeling that I need to defend myself. But, outside of that, I never really think about like, I need to learn some moves. You know what I mean? What about you, babe?
I feel the exact same way between high stress, always being on alert. And with me, I'm a single mom. So I'm always like out with my 3 kids. So I know if a situation happened, I would be able to react, but I don't have no moves to really get people off. I'll just be out here swinging and fighting for my life. So that learning those new moves is going to definitely be beneficial.
Hey, you my friend, so I guess we have to fight for each other, right?
We're going to fight for our life.
We have to get out there and do that. Well, absolutely, Becky, tonight we have such an amazing show. We have such an amazing guest speaker, right? We have Miss Carissa TUBMAN, y'all. She is motivated. She is ready to come and tell us how we can protect ourselves. And listen, when we pre-prepped her for the show, when I tell you we were like this the whole time, right? So I hope that you all are going to be just as excited as we are. She is educated on women and self-defense, and she's going to take us there in a different type of way of looking at it. That mental first before we knock it to that actual physical part. So we are super excited to have her.
Yes, ma'am. So her name once again is Miss Carissa. She is an anti-terrorism training supervisor, a non-lethal weapons instructor, a Krav Maga level 4 instructor. She's a wife and a mother of 2 beautiful children, and she is a military vet. So she know her business.
Absolutely, absolutely. She is really gonna let us know. And viewers, keep those comments coming. Hearts coming. Y'all can get the hearts up. Share this video. You know what I'm saying? We got women who need to know how to defend themselves. Let's really support Carissa and what she's trying to do, because her passion is to teach this stuff. Like when she gets out, so when she goes into her next career, right? So absolutely, y'all, we are going to welcome Miss Carissa TUBMAN right after this dope commercial break. Hey, Miss Carissa, how you doing? Y'all, viewers, give her some love. Welcome, Miss Carissa TUBMAN. Y'all, say hello in the comments to our special guest tonight, Miss Carissa TUBMAN. How you doing, girl?
I am doing amazing. I'm just excited to see all of you beautiful women. I do want a shirt. Just gonna put it out there. I wasn't the only person. I'm trying to hit the comments about the shirt. But I'm excited.
Hey, so we got some people in the comments talking about, okay, girl, I hear that. Yes, Carissa. She's all of that plus a great friend and a strong Black woman. That's Miss Alyssa. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Bridget saying, hey, ladies. Hey, Bridget. And we definitely have some love. Hello, Carissa. Hello. Thank you, ladies, who are out there, and whoever else is watching. Thank you so much we got a hey girl, hey, that's my favorite.
Hey.
Right? And of course, Charmaine says hello, beautiful. So thank you, y'all. Keep the comments coming. Keep her encouraged as she's presenting. All right, Carissa, we're going to jump right into what we doing right tonight. So what is self-defense?
So self-defense is when you're put into a situation in which you have to protect yourself. It's not that you're provoking a person, but you have to come on the defense side of a situation and make sure that you leave that situation alive.
Absolutely. Right. That's definitely what's up. Tell us a little bit about what got you interested in self-defense and what got you to teaching about self-defense.
So I originally, straight out of college, I went to Tuskegee. So anybody? Woo woo. So when I was at Tuskegee in my freshman year, I was dating a person who did not want me to go home for the summer, and they decided to put me in a coma from domestic violence for 3 days. When I came to, I was very paranoid, more so broken mentally, that everywhere I went, I was afraid or scared or wondering and when it was going to happen again. And I just felt helpless. And the worst thing we can do is feel helpless. So when I joined the military, I thought it was going to teach me all these different habits to protect myself. And I was going to go out there and be the next G.I. Jane. But in reality, it gave me a lot of things to protect myself, but not to the level that I felt comfortable with. So at that point, I joined a Krav Maga gym, and then I did that for the last 6 years. And as I was just a participant, I learned how my confidence came up. I learned these different steps to where even on a mental standpoint, I learned different things to teach me how to better protect myself. so that I was no longer paranoid. So I was no longer worrying about these different things. And at that time, I realized as a woman, we're always on the standby of self-defense, whether it's for our children, for ourselves, for our friends, for our family, within us or instilled.
Okay, wow. Wow, y'all. Did y'all hear that story? That's like a powerful, powerful like testimonial of why you would even feel the need to necessarily to defend yourself and to, you know, have somebody want to control your choice of how you live and the way you move. That's deep, Carissa. That's deep. Beck.
And I know a lot of women out here can relate to being in situations where, maybe they've been like, not necessarily held against their will, but you know what I mean, put in situations where maybe they just said, well, I'm gonna just stay because they said it out of fear. And so for you to come out of that situation definitely stronger and wanting to make a change and wanting to make sure you have those tools to defend yourself is just awesome. And it's just inspiring.
It absolutely is. And I mean, you're having even some support from the comment section. We have Miss K. Kane saying amazing story. We had some praying hands early. Whoever is Facebook user, they keep going. I love it. Whoever you are, thank you so much for the support. And then that same person say you took back your power, a strong sister.
Yes, ma'am.
And we love it. We absolutely love it. So why, understanding what you said about your story, right? Why is it important for one to imperative for one to know how to defend themselves?
So it's imperative for one to learn how to defend themselves and learn self-defense techniques and moves. It's imperative for the purpose of the fact that, for one, you gain your power. For two, it helps you it's not like you're going out and looking for a fight, but it's like in our purse. We got this little purse and we be putting all the most important things in our purse. And now when we have self-defense, it's in our purse. So we don't have to worry about it or look for it because we already have it.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like you putting it that way. That definitely hit home. Just get the tools and have them for when you need them. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, babe, we're going to go ahead and let Miss Carissa, we're going to leave off the screen while you go ahead and tell us about self-defense. And viewers, stay with her, encourage her while she's on here presenting some good nuggets for your bag. All right. So see y'all in a few.
All right, ladies. So when we talk about self-defense, we have to put it into statistics so we better understand why it is that self-defense is so important. So 1 out of 3 women will be a victim of some type of violent attack. Now, if you can't even think about that, 1 out of 3, let's put it into a better number. That's 736 million women. Now, let's break it down to an age group. That means from the age of 15 or older, at some point in their life, they will experience and be a victim of a violent attack. So when discussing self-defense, most classes show you ways to quickly and efficiently handle a threat. But these classes should be teaching you how to keep the situation from turning physical in the first place. Which leads me to our first topic of self-defense. It's my favorite topic. So trusting our intuition or our little voice. As women, we have been hassled time after time to not listen to our little voice. We're being paranoid. Why are you worried? People even come to it and say that I'm a hypochondriac. But in reality, that little voice was instilled into us to protect us from these things that has already been aware to our body, our senses, our everything, that this is not for us. Which means that we have to have sound judgment. If you have an opportunity to remove yourself from a situation, do it. Listen to your little voice. If your little voice is saying, don't walk down this street, then, hey, I'm going to go a different direction because my little voice is telling me that, hey, this isn't for me. If you're walking home from girls' night alone because your girls went a different way, and the person behind you is giving you the creeps or just making you uncomfortable, at that point, you can cross the street or walk up to a group of people and start a conversation and continue to walk with them. But it's changing the dynamic of the situation so that you are not putting yourself in a situation that makes you uncomfortable. Now, let's get to owning our confidence. Body language is key when discussing confidence. Now let's talk about some do's and don'ts. Now, the biggest don't that we have in this society now is that everyone is texting, which means you're not being aware of your surroundings. You're not looking around, you're looking at the ground, you're shuffling through your purse, you got your hands in your pocket, or you look lost or disoriented because you don't know where you're going. Those are don'ts. Now, when we move to the do's, and these are simple little things to put in your little purse again, so that you're mindful of these actions, so that you are owning your confidence. So being aware of your sense of your surroundings. So instead of looking down at the ground, look up, look around, make sure you're going in the right direction. Keeping your head up. Head up is important because if you're looking down, then you can't see what's coming at you. Now, this is a big one. People don't think about this. Your shoulders back and walking with confidence is important because if you are walking like you know where you're going, then this person, it might not be too intrigued to attack you because they, A, think someone's waiting on you, or B, you have somewhere to be. So someone's going to eventually notice you aren't there. Being mindful of more lit areas, because all of us women at times don't think like, oh, I'm leaving the club at 2 a.m. or I'm coming from work late at night and I don't think about the area because I've been doing it day after day, but it's not lit and it's an unsafe situation. So it's easier for a person to want to attack us in this situation because there's not enough people to be around paying attention to what we're doing. Now, this is a big one. Using our voice to set boundaries. Some attackers will converse with you, using the conversation as almost even an interview or an audition to see if you are the type of person that they would like to attack. So when a person comes up to you who you do not know, and he starts talking to you, and he starts having a conversation with you that makes you uncomfortable or off-putting, it is important to, for one, stay calm. For two, respond with confidence and be assertive. Because if he is not putting you in a circumstance where he has the power, then in turn, maybe you're not the girl for him to even go and want to attack. Now, let's say he still chooses to attack you, right? Which some will. And at the end of the day, we're not in control of every aspect of our life. But that's where now, as we move into the self-defense lifestyle, we need to maintain a neutral stance. So most neutral stances are just our simple, how we're standing there with our purse and our keys and with our hand by our side, but not in our pocket. Or we're standing there and we got our hands up, showing our palms and talking to them, showing them that we are being compliant and not aggressive. Also, it keeps our element of surprise. Now, there are a lot of don'ts to this. Do not stand with your hands in your pocket. Do not put yourself in a ready stance like everybody see on the police shows where they have their hands like this and they're standing back and they got their foot back. Because then at that point, he's alerted that you have some type of training that would cause you to want to fight back, which in turn means he's going to come at you more aggressively. And that's important because if you alert an attacker that you got some kind of training, then he's going to definitely come at you full on, full throttle, because now he feels like it's a challenge even. Most attackers after chosen have chose you or as a prey underestimate you because they'd be like, oh, okay, well, she doesn't seem that big, or she didn't come off aggressive, so I think I got this. It is important to take advantage of that situation because after you've had your moment of learning some self-defense and you've already in your brain planned out how you're going to either use this different technique or this different technique, now you already got your plan in your head and he's not prepared, or she. After the discussion is made or you're ready to engage, make sure your technique is simple but fast. So what I mean by that is that don't overthink it. Whatever you've decided in your brain, the next thing you need to do is execute. It needs to be a simple execution. So if you decide that when a person is coming from behind to go ahead and drop down and pull their body forward, then that's what you need to do. And you need to execute it as fast as you've got it as they're coming at you. When I say simple, that also means start making your precursors or your ready moments. So if your hands are in your pocket, take them out of your pocket. If you have your hands interlaced or interlocked or however you want to go about it, okay, go ahead and put your hands by your side and get ready for the situation. There are so many different versions of self-defense. Now, I am very in love with Krav Maga because it used to be a military/police thing that they used to teach people along with verbal judo on how to go into a situation and protect yourself. And it started off in LA actually. And in LA, they used to teach people because they would go into these houses and respond, and a lot of people were getting attacked. So they started Krav Maga to protect yourself. So there are different versions though. There is Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, and martial arts. Now, when you're going about these different things, please, 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 please do your research, because going into martial arts and thinking I'm just going to take the beginner level of martial arts and you haven't researched it enough to know if this is going to be a self-defense class or if this is just going to teach you the basics to learning how to properly bow down, how to properly go about the movements of martial arts and different things. You have to get a class that's tailored to what you're looking for so you're not wasting your time. Now, all of these ways are very effective in defending yourself. But for sure, and for the sake of my training, we're going to talk about Krav Maga. And I'm going to introduce you to a couple different things that will help you in your future with self-defense. So Krav Maga has 5 easy steps for beginners, and we're going to go ahead and play a video.
Back off!
Hello everyone, today we're going to show you 5 easy and effective self-defense moves. While traveling, you may run into some sticky situations. Even if you're not traveling, you're going from one place to another daily, you want to make sure you're protected against any potential attacks. I'm a really small person, but after this video, y'all better watch out. Some of these situations and moves are female focused, but everyone should be able to use these. This video is sponsored by Firefox. It was my first job after college, so it's pretty surreal to bring things back full circle and work with them again on this project. Firefox is all about ensuring your online life is secure and protected. You translate that into real life, and it's all about self-defense. I want to introduce to you guys Instructor of the Day from Krav Maga San Francisco, Emily.
Hey, up here.
Can you tell us a little bit about Krav Maga?
Well, it was originally developed by the Israeli military, but now we use a civilian version, which is pure street fighting and self-defense. Are you ready to do this?
I was born ready.
All right, let's go.
Are there any basics people should know before starting?
The first one is definitely be aware of your surroundings. Second, get loud, and I mean loud.
Can you give us an example?
Back off now, go! Okay. Third one is keep fighting. Do something and keep fighting no matter what.
Scenario 1, you're just walking down the street, someone comes out of nowhere, catches you off guard, and tries to grab you. What do you do?
Call the police! Call the police! Call the police! Call the police!
Okay, let's take it slow though.
As he grabs you, your instinct is going to be wanting to pull back.
So like this?
Yeah. So you need to make sure that you're always going faster than the attacker is going. Okay. That will keep you balanced. So as the pull comes on, if your hand is down, you're just like you're just gonna go bowling, right? Bowling for balls is what I call it.
All right.
And now you need to keep your feet moving and go faster than he's going, and you go palm strike to face. That's it. And if he releases, at that point your hands are up, you're looking around, you're using your voice, and you're making space, because space equals escape.
Right. Back off!
Nice voice.
Yeah, all right. When I'm traveling, I usually have my bag in the front because if you put it in the back, you might get pickpocketed. In this situation, someone's coming towards me and he really wants my bag. So what should I do?
As soon as your instincts are up, you want to get your hands up, get the base a little wide with your feet.
Okay.
That's it. And ask him, hey, what do you want?
What do you want?
What's your bag?
Good. Tell him.
Come on, give it to me
You're
now.
going to give it to
I'll
the
give
bag.
it to you.
Great. And take it off. You're going to throw it away from you.
Why away?
Away, so that you know whether he wants the bag or he wants you.
Got it.
And also away from your exit point. Okay. So you throw the bag, watch, make sure you go to the bag, and then look around, find your exit, and use your voice.
Scenario 3. Someone comes up from behind you and puts you in a chokehold. What do you do?
Back up! Back up!
Here we go. And oh my gosh, so he's not really even putting pressure, but I already feel like I can't breathe. My initial instincts is probably try to like grab
Right.
his arms.
Exactly. And we're not going to be strong enough to do that.
Right.
So your initial instinct is correct. We do need to negate the threat and get that breath.
Okay.
But we're going to do that in a very specific way.
Okay.
So release the arms. The first thing you want to do is just look to these hands.
Okay.
Because this is the weakest part of the choke. And then we're going to make plucking hands. You're going to take your thumbs and your fingers and just make hooks.
Got it.
And we're going to reach all the way up to the ceiling. High, 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 back into the attacker's face, and then pluck right down to those hands.
Okay.
Excellent. So here you want to jam that shoulder up into space. This is going to give you some space to breathe.
All right.
And you tuck your chin to your shoulder.
Okay.
Good. And then from here, we're going to step out the back and take everything out at once. And there you go.
Woo!
And get your hands up.
All right.
Because he's probably going to turn into you to try to attack you again.
Okay.
Yeah. So from there, you're ready to go combative. Maybe kick him in the groin. Boom. And use your voice and then get out. That's
All right.
it.
Okay. Wow, that was intense.
So look to the hands, plucking hands, reach all the way to the ceiling, rip down, and get out.
Scenario 4. Someone pins you against the wall. What do you do?
Back up! Back up!
Yeah, this is scary. Right now, my arms are free.
Right.
What should I
So we're going to go straight for the eyes. Dig your thumbs in and drive back.
Just like,
Everything you've got. Yeah.
just like,
And then from here,
Yeah.
depending on the space you have between you,
Okay.
you can go in for a groin kick or a knee,
Okay.
and then get out with your hands up. That's it.
So
Look around.
what if I'm here, but my hands aren't free?
So if he's got maybe both arms pinned,
Yeah.
or your arms aren't free,
Mhm.
and then we're just going to go straight for the groin kick or the
Got
knee.
it. Just straight like this.
Yeah.
So there's not really like a 1-2 step. It's like whatever.
It's not choreography. We can use anything, any combatives we have, we can use.
Okay. Scenario 5. Often fights can end up on the ground. What do you do?
Back up! Back up! Call the police! Back up! Back up!
So he's gonna come behind me and push me to the ground. Oh my god. Okay. Nice.
So now, number
Yes.
one thing, you've got to get your feet between you and the attacker.
So I gotta
So you
spin.
got to spin. That's it.
Spin.
Good.
Okay.
And then from here,
Yeah.
you can strike into the groin. Good. Or you can potentially strike into the knee. So maybe you got a second
Like right
kick. Boom. That's it. Good.
Okay.
And then, so go ahead, give him a little strike because we need to
Boom.
have space in order for you to get up. If you don't have
Okay.
space, you can't get up. So from here, let's just go ahead and put this foot to the ground. Take both hands to the side. That's
Got
it.
it.
And we're going to swing the right leg right through your body.
Oh.
Right through your body.
Oh,
So you
nice.
create some space and you get up, balanced, and grounded.
Okay. Spin.
Feet, kick. That's it. Make space. Brilliant.
Woo! We did it! Thank you so much, Emily and Barney from Krav Maga San Francisco. Hi. Sweet. Thanks so much. Oh, you guys, how are you feeling after those moves? Ready to kick some butts? I am, for sure. Be sure to share this video with your friends and family. It is so important to know how to protect yourself in case something does happen. So replay the video, practice the moves. Now that you know some self-defense moves, here's some moves that you can do online to protect yourself as well.
Nowadays, you have a lot of information on Facebook. You want to make sure you're secured on social. Go to Settings, then Privacy. Select Friends for people who can look you up using email and phone number. And No for showing up in search engine outside of Facebook.
All right, so ladies, as you've seen in the video, they showed you a lot of great techniques, but the major thing that I want everyone to understand with these techniques is they take practice. Practice, practice, practice. But as you can see, she had never been in any kind of class or anything like that. And she went in, and as you can see, it came off as though she didn't know what she was doing, but every action she did was still effective. So with that being said, like she said, your voice is amazing. Always keep your hands up and in the ready position. And also, as I seen as Miss K. Kane said, girl, go out kicking, because I support you. If you can't do nothing else, kick, 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 kick. Eventually, you can't stop like Mortal Kombat. Okay? You're going to hit something.
She said, yes. She said, girl, I will be kicking and run. Absolutely. Yes. Keep the comments coming out there, viewers. We see you. We see you. Y'all, give it up for Miss Carissa. She is teaching us tonight things we wouldn't even think to consider. She's out here showing us all these amazing tools. We're not gonna let you go quite yet. We got a couple questions, and viewers, make sure you drop your questions in the comment box. She's gonna stay for a little bit and answer a couple of your questions. So make sure you drop those in there, and we're gonna go ahead and answer some of your questions. But what forms of self defense do you recommend? I know you say Krav Maga, right? And when you first were saying it, I was like, is this Carl? She said Carl, but then I got it right. I know that's one of. But are there any other forms of self defense techniques that you recommend?
Yes, so there's so many, but there's 3 that comes off the top of my head that I've loved and I've like worked with people who have done it. It's jujitsu, martial arts, kickboxing.
Okay, jujitsu. Okay, that's one of them. All right, I think we had her freeze for a second, but we're gonna come right back to it in a second. All right. We welcome technical difficulties. Sometimes that happens. That keeps our show really, really real. Really, really real. We okay with that. All right. But you were talking about jujitsu. Go ahead and start back with that.
So jujitsu, they have martial arts, they have Brazilian jiu-jitsu, kickboxing. I know a lot of people who've joined MMA gyms. I would say try out another like martial arts or jiu-jitsu before just going straight MMA. But MMA does teach you a lot. It's just, from my opinion, it's a little bit more bloody, and I love my face.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all better get y'all Carl McGraw jiu-jitsu on, okay, out there in the audience. Becky has another question.
Absolutely. So is physical fitness imperative to self-defense? Because a lot of times people are like, well, I'm not in shape, or I need to lose some weight. Does physical fitness have any correlation to self-defense at all?
No, self-defense is using your body weight and your momentum to protect yourself. Now, I'm not going to say that as you get physically fit that you can't do a little bit more damage. I would definitely recommend it. But to get the job done for self-defense, it is your body weight and momentum, intensity, adrenaline, all those things coming together as one to protect you.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Viewers, I see a couple of questions. All right. Keep the questions coming. We're going to get to them here in a second. I know you have questions for Miss Carissa. So what is your opinion, Carissa, when we're talking about, when people say that women are the weaker or more vulnerable sex when it comes to the self-defense, like we need to be defended. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't feel any woman needs to be defended. Every woman loves for a man to defend them, but we don't need to be defended. At the end of the day, there are women who pick up cars because their baby is under it. The adrenaline that flows through our body when we deliver a child, we are more than capable of taking care of ourselves on a self-defense level. Now, I'm not saying when you come out of this situation that you're going to come out unscathed, because that's not realistic. And everyone needs to set realistic goals. If I'm going into a fight with somebody who is above my weight, then I'm going to come out with some bruises, some scratches, or even worse. But the goal is to stay alive. The goal is to defend yourself. It is not to come out of this and now we are saying goodbye to you and best wishes. The goal is to protect yourself. So as a weaker sex, or we need to be defended, no. That is the reason why we put all these different things in our purse and prepare ourselves so that we have the knowledge and the capabilities to do it ourselves.
There you go. Mic drop. Mic drop. She said, I might get a little scar here, but I'm gonna do what needs to be done. I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna give it what it needs to give. Let's take some of these comments that, I mean, they were going. We had someone saying using your voice is extremely important. Someone saying, I'm ready for a fight. This person said they ready. They ready today. And Bridget was out there saying, I can't wait to practice some of these moves on her husband. Bridget.
Well, I would support the practicing on your husband because I am an instructor. So when I went through the courses and stuff, in order to hone in on my art, I had to practice on somebody. And
okay,
we've been married for 7 years. No one better than you.
Okay, husband and significant others. Let's get that. That's what's about to get happening right now, right? We gonna
lay down some pillows and do your practice.
And Bridget said he y'all, so that means there's gonna be some strong kicking. Bridget, I need you not to
support you with the sound effect.
Charmaine says great info. Thank you. Kick on. All right. We got us some pray, some hallelujah hands here. Absolutely. Patricia says awesome video. We do have a question from Miss K King. She said, what tips do you have for our little ladies? My youngest is 13. What do you recommend for our younger girls?
Oh, I'm glad you said it. My daughter is 7 and she's actually in kickboxing. She does kickboxing. She started off a little bit young, so she started off at 5. Before she started kickboxing, she used to like practice moves and stuff with me. Like I said, I'm an instructor. So my daughter's kind of a little bit lethal because we do Nerf guns and tactically team move through the house and stuff. So, and my husband's excited to take her to a range. As much education you can give to your child, do it so that they have the preparation and they're not behind the curve like us. But I would definitely recommend jiu-jitsu for the younger kids, martial arts, and kickboxing.
All right. And Miss K Kane said, thank you so much. She said it wonderful. Thank you. Awesome. We also have Miss Bridget with a question. What are some good self-defense tools we could carry?
So for good self-defense tools that you can carry, first of all, is when women are walking to their car, we have this problem with going in our purse when we arrive at the car and picking up our keys. I don't understand it. Let's not do that no more. Most of us press a button, so you could have pressed that button prior to getting in your car. Also, for tools, I would say the best thing you can do is educate yourself, because at the end of the day, I watched these videos before I took Krav Maga because I didn't want to go in there and act like I just knew what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And I practiced a couple things so I was aware of what it is I wanted to do. I looked at martial arts, I looked at jiu-jitsu, and I picked the one that was best for me and who I am as a woman. Before doing any of these self-defense things, when you're practicing at home, please do stretch. I don't want nobody pulling no bones or nothing, but educating yourself. I see somebody a gun. I do have 2 of those. I love guns, but it's a part of my job. I do say the range is very empowering for women. The reason I say that is because until you've been behind a weapon and feel that power and understand what is happening, it's motivating. Like, I promise you, you load it, you get the classes. They teach classes at the range too for that, where they will teach you how to load it, they will teach you how to clean it, and they will teach you how to shoot it and fire it. And they have classes like a couple times a week if you want it, for how much time you want to go about this. But definitely educate yourself and make sure that I used to watch these videos, these little 8-minute videos, and I would do my workouts and then try some of the stuff in the video after to educate myself at home, because YouTube and the internet is so different than other times where you couldn't find this education, but it's at your will. And most people have smart TVs, so I put it on the TV, I practice, I pause, I try again until I feel like I've executed it to a good level.
Hey, y'all, she is educating y'all. We are going to know how to defend ourselves. Right back?
Absolutely. I'm already ready to fight. So who won it?
I'm going to duke it up. Let's go. So any places, Charmaine is saying, any places in particular that you would recommend for kickboxing classes?
Miss Charmaine, I will definitely post it in the comments after for you to have it. There's a couple gyms. I do live in Hampton. So with that being said, I've went to a couple here, and I've seen two beautiful ones. One of them is Black owned, and they do a phenomenal job.
All right. And just know that when she puts those in there, she's also going to tailor it, because we did let her know that some of you viewers don't live in the Virginia area, that often sometimes our viewers transcend state lines. And I'm sure we got a couple girls out there, as I saw a couple names that are in multi-states, but she'll also give you all some recommendations on what to look for in the gym as well. Unless you want to say something like that now. I don't want to take
Yes. So when you're researching for these gyms, what I used to do is, when I was researching, is that I would pull up all the gyms in my area. Then I would go and read the reviews, and then I would watch their actual videos of them teaching people and seeing their technique and everything. And yes, everyone does it good on a camera, but it's watching how the people react to them teaching them, how they correct the people, if they're actually making sure that the execution is done properly, because so many people will go to a gym and feel like they didn't get anything out of it. They didn't learn anything, or the person didn't give them the proper attention to hone in on what they're trying to learn. So I definitely will list off some stuff as you people put stuff in the comments, and I'll look in your area and I'll assist as much as I can to get you the information, because the more of our sisters that are educated in this, the more of us that they'll be a little bit after, when the situation ever, if it does come, they'll be prepared.
Oh, shucks now. I'm excited. This is great information. Let's take one more question, all right? And viewers, y'all keep them coming in the comments. She's going to go in after the show and answer any questions you may have. Also, her information is trending at the bottom of the screen. So that's her contact. So if you have questions or want to get in contact with her for any personal things, please do look her up. Beck, you want to take this question?
Definitely. Would you recommend for women that they be that may be outdoors a lot, or even when driving, to change their route as much as possible? I know that's been like a common thing. Like, don't mix it up, confuse somebody if they might be trying to follow you. What would you recommend?
I definitely would recommend that you change it up. And the reason I say that is because a woman with a routine is an easy target. And it's sad to say something like that, but that's the hard reality of this world today. So I'm really weird about that. And I when I first moved here, I just kept driving different directions to my house, flip down the corner, turn off my car, turn it back on, go park. And it's just to show anybody who's really paying attention that I don't have a routine, in a sense. And that's really hard for people who have that 9 to 5 or something like that, where they come home from work and then they come get their things and then they go to the gym. But it could be come home from work, and then instead of going to the gym, all right, I'm going to make a loop and just drive down my favorite park real quick, then go to the gym. But it's changing your routine up some. It is very important.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Switch it up, ladies, just like how we do our hair. Switch it
up. I know that's right.
Switch it up. At work, I'm a certain person. At home, I'm, my old ego might come out. They're gonna get Ebony out there fighting them. You know what I mean? Yes. All right. So yes, we did have a viewer that I saw here. She said, correct. I'm in Connecticut. Hey, Connecticut. All right. Hey, girl, how you doing, Miss Ebony? Coming back, right? We enjoy to see the faces out there. We're gonna get through these last couples. Someone said my dad told me that when I got my first license, referencing something you said.
Oh, about the change of the routine. Yes, ma'am.
Change of the routine. I used to do that, and I always double check when I think someone has followed me. Absolutely. Good question. My girls are bullied. So that's a part that you answered as well. And then, of course, to finish it off, Miss Kay Kane, who's been with us all night. We love you so much for being with us. She said, switching it up. Beck, this was a lot.
This was a lot. It was a lot, but it was so needed. Just little things that I caught us about walking, getting off that phone, texting, looking down, keeping your head up, your shoulders back. Some of those moves I'm gonna probably try on my kids. They can't get their life together. But I learned a lot, and I'm just so happy to have you. And This was a lot of information, but it's great information and it's so needed. And so I know that you have helped the women across on this platform and everybody else that's out there viewing.
Hey, absolutely. And they say, Miss KK said, love you, queens. We love y'all back. Every last one of you who are out in the audience supporting. Again, Carissa, we are so grateful and humbled and thankful that you took our invitation to come on board the show, to give Say It Sis an opportunity, and the viewers that follow us an opportunity to be educated on something that's less talked about. And I just want to give it up to y'all. Give us some heart. Hey, she did an amazing job. You are one of the dopest queens I know. And when we listened to your story in the pre-prep, we knew that this was going to be a great and phenomenal show. And just like Miss K. Kane say, I love you, queen. I love it. Love it. Well, again, everybody, we're gonna say goodbye to Miss Carissa as she graced our platform with some phenomenal things. Again, sis, thank you so much. You are welcome back on the platform at any time that you would like to come. We will have you anytime you would love to come. And you just reach us out. Again, y'all, her information is at the bottom of the screen. Make sure that you check her out. And we'll be back after this Say It Sis commercial video.
Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? No drama, no drama, yeah. No drama. No drama, yeah, yeah, no drama, yeah, no drama, yeah, yeah.
Becky.
Tana.
She was flying.
That was super, super dope. Carissa is literally the bomb. She got me so motivated to get my life together and learn me some self-defense.
I know, and at the same time, I'm thinking about going and try these moves on my husband and my kids. Like, seriously.
I'm definitely trying it on my kids today.
Listen, they be attacking my nerves. That's what it is.
That part. I be feeling I need to defend my sanity around here. So they definitely need to get something together.
Absolutely. Becky, let's take it. That was a phenomenal show. Let's just take it to a couple more comments. We got Tiffany with wonderful conversation, much needed.
Yes, right. Absolutely.
I appreciate this so much. That's Tina. She said, I saw her put the comment in there that she doesn't know why her stuff is coming up as Facebook user. But hi, Tina. We're so happy to have you. Miss K. Kane has given us some flowers, some roses.
Hello.
Thank you. Miss Kimberly, thank you for coming from Connecticut. I'm just gonna kind of try to get through a couple of these comments. Awesome job, Queen. To Miss Carissa. Y'all are just showing all the love tonight, babe.
That's what she need. I mean, she really gave us something to think about, gave us something to work on, a good goal. It's the beginning of the year. It's something that we should all be doing. And she brought the information so gracefully, and her testimony is super awesome. And so she deserves all the love that they pouring in right now.
Listen, the testimony is dope. Ladies, this is exactly what we do here on the platform is we welcome things like that. We welcome those strong testimonies. We want you to be here with us in the flesh, telling us your story so we can share it with the world so someone can grow from that. So with that said, we're about to wrap up the show for tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's show, please do us a favor. Please go ahead and love, like, share, follow, and subscribe, because this is just going to keep going, right? And if you look at some of our old videos, you'll see that we've been at this thing for a minute. So just keep keeping on, right? So do that. Love, like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead, Beck.
Yep. And then also, please go subscribe to our YouTube and our website that's trending right there on the bottom of the screen. Follow us on Facebook. We got a Facebook page. We got a YouTube. We got a TikTok that's a little bit lit. We got a lot of dance on our TikTok, and we definitely got an Instagram. So follow us on all social media platforms, and definitely go down and put your information in our website so that you can get real-time emails, real-time alerts when we're doing different events like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for the question of the night, I know y'all had other questions. I'll ask us about these shirts, right? So this is where we got the shirts, right? We got it from Coco's Closet at dakotascloset.shop. Now, let me tell you about this little boss queen.
Yes.
She like 6 years old.
Absolutely.
So this is why you got to go support her, right? I mean, she was out selling t-shirts, and I just had to get 2. Well, I got 4.
Yep, and I got 4 too.
Yep, we got 4, right? So make sure that you go to Coco's Closet. She has way more than these, right? I think we got Black Girl Magic shirts too. And of course, we'll eventually be seeing, you guys will eventually be seeing some new drops from us as well, from our website, new shirts, new look. So make sure that when we get it, that you will say it's this gang member as well. So pull up. We also want to tell you real quickly about what's happening next week. We want you guys to make sure that you tune in for our February 7th show that we're having. Let's talk about sex. Right? I know that is a topic that a lot of people feel like, hey, what are you talking about? Yeah, so we're going to talk about the experience, the health, and the body image. We're going to have this new queen on the show, Miss Tashera Belfon. She's actually located in Miami area, y'all. We are reaching out, right? She is a nurse practitioner. She owns her own business, and you guys can see all her credits on the screen. So make sure that you tune in for Monday, February 7th. We won't let you forget it, because guess what? We're going to keep putting it in the chat, in the box, in your email. We're going to keep putting it down. So make sure that you tune in for our February 7th show.
Absolutely. And until then, ladies, as we do at the end of every show, we say 3 things together. You ready, Tana?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Be beautiful, be loved, and be heard. Say it, sis. Good night, everybody.
Night, ladies. Thanks for watching.